Are we good, Paul?
Fuck you.
10 seconds in, Paul didn't fuck it up yet.
Hell yes. We
Going
good.
Real quick before we introduce you guys, I just wanted to say, with the last episode that we had, you'll never believe who had a problem with it. Who, Phil? Good job. Chance did. Because of you. You said, I only have friends right here. And Chance was like, so I'm not fucking Nick's friend? Throw a fit.
Huh. That's right, because he said he had a bone pick with me and then never picked the bone.
That's the bone.
Oh.
So as our every podcast, fuck you, Chance.
This is your chance to work this out.
Ah!
The worst. Wow.
I'm sorry. Hi, Chance.
No, fuck that guy.
Chance, I would just like to officially say, go fuck yourself, bud.
All right, so our guest today, we are joined by a band called Primal Moon with the lead singer, Joseph Stalin, and the bassist, right? Bassist?
Yep.
Luke.
Yep.
I don't have a funny last name for that one. I couldn't think of anyone.
Skywalker.
Luke Thigh-Walker.
Ooh,
There you
walking
go.
on the thigh.
And you guys got new stage names.
Wow.
You're communist nerds.
Yes. Sputnik.
Oh, man. So how's it going, guys? How was the drive here?
We took a couple wrong turns.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, I mean, you can get lost pretty easy.
Well,
in
actually, we
country.
just didn't turn.
Well, I was looking for yeah, and then I was like, oh, stop it, Joel. I missed the turn again.
Oh, that's even better.
That we just didn't turn. I mean, sometimes that's you know what? Sometimes you just gotta travel through life, not know where you're going.
Just go straight. As far
Unfortunately,
as
you
can.
had an appointment tonight, so we apologize for ruining that whole experience.
Hey, it was a fun time.
I do have to say though, you
I had
told
a
us
fun drive.
the first thing we wanted to bring up. We watched the short film that you were in.
Yeah.
Called Brother. And as we're watching it, we talked about this a little bit beforehand. I've known you in a long time. Mm-hmm. We've been friends on Facebook forever, but I don't know if we've actually met before.
Yeah, we haven't really met.
And I've
You
listened...
look familiar though, so maybe I saw your band on Facebook.
Pretty fucking cute, so.
Ooh. Dude, those sleeves are fucking lit. That sleeve right there. Woo!
But so I didn't I'm not aware. I wasn't aware if you could really walk. So as we're watching this video, Paul goes, how the fuck is he gonna get up the stairs? And I was like, bro, you're just gonna have to carry him.
Bro, they airdropped me on stage. I swear. That's how I play shows.
One of you two told me to text
Hang
you
by strings,
and ask
ladies.
if you were really handicapped.
That's good. I played it
What
well, I
kind of a
guess.
question is that?
No, I
Are you really handicapped?
I was
No,
like, no,
you go to hell instantly.
I was 97% sure he's not really handicapped. He was just acting. He did a very good job. Very good job.
You fooled me, bud. Well, thank you, bud.
And this motherfucker goes, we can't do a podcast with him. He's not this house isn't wheelchair accessible. He's gonna sue us.
Yo, what the fuck, dude? Sorry. Wait,
Even
am I
this
good
morning,
to go?
I was like, hey, did you
fine.
figure out a way to get the wheelchair in the house today?
But yeah, no, that was really cool. It was a good short video because me and him always talk, we're brothers, and
Yeah.
the whole basis of it was kind of heartwarming and
Yeah.
sad at the same time. It was very good.
Well, thank you. Yeah, that's actually a bro of mine from college. We were roommates, and he's made a couple full lengths, and we were actually talking about possibly writing. With all the reaction, we haven't really gotten a bad review.
Yeah, it was
and
good.
That's really exciting to hear. That, all that went towards a good work.
Yeah, it was good.
Daniel Dwayne Strasser, he's freaking killer.
It was good. I've always thought about being an actor, but I don't think I could take it serious in the slightest.
It's a lot of fun.
Especially after that live event.
Yeah, we shot 2 commercials, and it took it was a minute commercial, and it took us 2.5 hours to do it because
Sometimes
we were
it's hard.
dying laughing the
Yep.
whole time.
It's tough sometimes, and I have those moments, like I'm not gonna lie, me and the main actor, we were high the whole time.
Like
We were stoned as hell the whole.
I had
shooting
one
of
line, and I
the
fucked
film.
it up and didn't say anything. I did. Oh man.
and you know
All
what?
types
Like
of shit.
If you try improv acting first, you could become a better actor. Honestly, I did improv like for 4 years, and then but I've also done a lot of theater since I was a kid. I was in a little talent agency up in like some town in northern Illinois, and I tried out for the movie Spanglish. They said I was too tall and too fat.
Really? I think that more so comes down to your mom probably was like, no, you're not touching my son's butthole. Because that's how Hollywood works. So that's why you didn't get the role.
Right. I mean, I'd prefer to make it off of something indie. You know, honestly, I like.
Well, you're also not getting your asshole touched by a Hollywood producer.
I'd be fine with that too. You know, like, oh, thank you very much.
Oh yeah, here we kind of just shove alcohol down your throat.
Yeah, hell yeah, this sounds fun to me.
It's a fun time here.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, doing something like that, I couldn't take it serious enough at all either because like I am not politically correct at all.
Yeah.
And like if I was doing it with Nick, like the handicap jokes would just be ridiculous, and you could never release something like that because you'd get canceled.
Right.
But you guys did very good. Like you did a very mature thing, and props to you because I could never do it.
Well, actually, Daniel Dwayne like kind of. Well, I was in theater at college there. So, like, he used to come to the plays all the time, and he used to have, like, a short series on YouTube that was, like, a comedy series, kind of like The Office, but it was, like, about dormitory life.
That's cool.
It was really fun. I had a cameo in it, but, like, the dude made some really cool stuff, and he was the one who, like, I usually, when I first started acting, like, certain serious scenes in that, like, the kitchen scene, that was actually really tough to do because... He was like, I want you to keep the emotion at the just beneath the surface.
Yeah.
And like somebody else actually told me that in a review. They were like, you kept the emotion just beneath the surface to the point where you held the tension point.
Yeah.
And then my professor from college watched it and he said, always less is more, and you told it with your eyes. And I was like, you know, like that's really encouraging because like I don't know, I thought I was kind of not a good actor for a while, but I've been hearing a lot of good things. Like, it's cool.
It's always nice reinforcement when someone tells you, like, hey, you did a really good job. And then 30 other people say, like, hey, you did a really good job. Like, damn, I guess I did do a pretty good job.
Yeah. And they were, like, trying to be as critical as possible, and they gave all their critique, and, like, it was cool. It was encouraging.
So you were pretty much destined to be on stage.
Yeah, that's all I've ever wanted to do. Everybody else gets asked, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Do you want to be a fireman? Do you want to be a doctor? No, I always wanted to be a singer, actor, stuntman.
A stuntman would be fucking cool.
Yeah, I used to do Jackass videos in high school. We got popular on the MySpace.
On the MySpace. Well, we can tell you're the vocalist because you never shut up. I'm just fucking with you.
I don't shut up.
You.
I can talk forever. Luke knows this.
I'm the same way. I am absolutely the same way. Nick never talks, as you can see. He doesn't even pay attention half the time.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to coordinate for Paul. Sorry,
I wasn't paying as much attention.
Oh, that was really sweet of you. You're not just gonna scream over everybody and cut into the podcast anymore.
No, he's just gonna distract me to yell at me
Hi,
for not talking.
You still
One
fail.
way or another, he'll get in the podcast.
So how about you, Luke? How'd you get into bass, and how did you meet this wild guy?
Well, how I got into bass was probably Gene Simmons from Kiss because I just wanted to be like Gene Simmons.
All right.
I wanted to breathe fire out of my mouth and do all the cool stuff like that, and then I don't know. That's where my music kind of took off with me.
Because you guys do have kind of like Primal Moon has like a not even 80s rock, but it's like a hard rock type of sound, and you have
It's a good mix.
the weirdest in a nice way. I don't want this to sound mean, but you have the weirdest voice. Like I look at your face and I'm like, that doesn't come out of him. Like. But it's very good, and like it complements the music very well.
Dude, and he's been like laying down so many epic harmony tracks lately. That's really helpful.
We're working on trying to get our harmonies down.
Yeah.
A lot.
He's even trying to write some lyrics right now, and his lyrics are pretty decent. I want to start trying to use some and incorporate some in the song.
Trying to use my creative side.
Yeah. It's always nice when the whole band kind of pitches in for stuff like that, because then each piece understands what the other person is going through.
Right.
And most time when it comes to like the other bands and the vocalist, they're like, we're just gonna write this really dope music, and then the vocalist is like, yeah, but there's no spot to sing over. There's nothing, like, help me with vocal patterns, help me with lyrics, and they're like, nah, fuck you, like, you figure it out, we figured this shit out. So it's always like it's nice when the band comes together. I feel like it's a more creative process.
Just flows really with us. I mean, we just pretty much play all together. That we write stuff on the spot.
Yeah, it's all free. Like most of our songs, like our first song we released got Song of the Year twice in 2019 with a radio station and then some media company, and we wrote that in a freestyle at a live performance, like at an open jam. It was our first performance before our show, and Broke Man is now like it's got the most streams on our page, but that's not saying much. We don't really have that many streams, but
What, Paul?
we've got the heart.
Your webcam, it's geek up bumped. You look like a floating head. I'm sorry. Really bothering me.
See, this is what he does. He just throws off the whole conversation. It's ridiculous. Where do you guys record at?
Multiple places.
Yeah.
If I could suggest one place, he's been a great friend of mine for years, and he works with literally the biggest names in metal, but he's also very good and he does everything else. His name is Nick, and he has a studio in New Lenox called the Nook Studio.
We'd always look at it. I've heard of the Nook.
No, we know the Nook. Tony knows the Nook.
Oh, Tony knows the Nook?
Tony recorded there.
It's
Oh,
incredible. Really? Nick is the most sincere, honest person.
Got
Like
the shirt up there.
when it comes to your music, and
We're actually going in the studio this weekend
Yeah?
with the ones who helped us record most of the EP. Broke Man, we just took from the original recording and we just put it on the EP because it fit with the story.
Yeah.
But John Finn is another band in the area. He actually was connected through how we met.
Yes, actually, yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, he was in the
He
band
quit
before us.
in the band. We were in a band called Dead Harvest, and he was the bassist and the vocalist.
Huh.
So when he quit, I replaced him, and then Joe replaced him.
Yeah.
That's cool. That worked
That's
out.
how we met
Yeah.
and became friends.
So how long have you guys known each other?
3 years now.
That's
Yeah.
about 3 years.
So you
3 or
got-
4 years, actually, maybe.
Oh, getting there. I don't know. I
Not
can't
4,
remember.
3.
Yeah, maybe 3. Yeah.
Have you guys been doing Primal Moon for 3 years then?
2.
Two?
We were in Dead
Yes.
Harvest for like 8 months together.
Yeah, it fell apart pretty quick.
Yeah, it was because it took off really quick. We were playing
we
a shit ton of shows all
Yeah.
the
It really
time.
did take
Like
off.
it was like, and we were playing like big audiences at big venues, and it was like getting nuts. And then we did this competition that just sucked the wind out of us.
It really did.
It literally, I think that was the final collapse.
It really was, because it was just long. It was like a 6-week thing.
It was depressing as hell. We almost won except for that one night.
Because we couldn't make it that one night.
Yeah.
Those,
Well, I went, and that was crazy. I had just someone
And
come
that's-
up and drum on stage, and then someone clap and stomp, and I started singing a song.
Oh no!
I was like,
shit.
"Fuck this! I'm doing it."
hey, show must go on.
Hell
But
yeah, that was a tough.
that's-
It was a taxing time though. It was a really
Those
taxing
competitions when it comes to music or anything when it comes to art is a weird time. Like that's kind of what ruined my band. Was we were in a 2 battle of the bands, and we had the best crowd. And like I'm not trying to like toot my own horn. Like everybody there said
You guys
the
do
same
well.
thing.
Yeah.
We had the best crowd reaction. We sold the most stupid fucking pre-sale tickets there, and like even the judge was like, "You guys were fantastic," blah blah blah. And then at the end of the night, they were like, "Yeah, but this other band won." And then the dude who was like the judge just disappeared. Like had nothing more to say. I was like,
it
"You're a
wasn't like
fucking bitch,
announced
dude."
or anything. It was kind of like under the table, like, oh, these people won. Like no one really knew who won. Like I don't know. It was kind of sketch.
It was,
Were you in the band too?
No, I just kind of we've known each
Yeah,
other
you've
for
been
a long
friends
time.
for 25 years, of course.
Yeah. So I don't know. Those competition things are weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, competition is also healthy to a point. But art is weird. Art is a weird.
There's
genre.
always a healthy competition. And
Yeah.
like
When
I
everyone's
think
sportsman-like.
I think we made a lot of friends at that competition though, because we saw them every freaking week
Yeah.
for 6 weeks.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, like,
Actually.
Yeah, but they were really
I
cool
still talk to
guys.
some of those guys too,
Yes.
because we're all connected in the scene. You know?
Yeah, and now it's just kind of cool to keep connected.
Yeah. I mean, we made a lot of band friends too, so it's definitely
Yeah.
possible. But I mean, it's that weird like local band like angst where you're like, oh, we deserve that spot, you know, like
Some people do.
Yeah.
Some people do get really intense about it sometimes. I understand that. Like, I mean, like, because sometimes you'll see, like, oh, okay. But, I don't know. I just push as hard as I can, you know, like, and we'll find something. And most of our stuff has been offers.
Yeah.
Like, so that's really cool lately.
But
know?
you guys have a really unique approach to advertising.
Yeah, me and him were talking about it earlier today.
That's one.
Like,
that's
you know what?
one of the
If
methods.
I saw that, I would look. I would. I'd be curious. Like, this guy's dedicated. I'm gonna check it out.
That's not the only method, though. Like,
So
I do sidewalk chalk, like, in downtown areas of cities. And, like, I, like, listen to Primal Moon. And, like, people, like, take pictures of it, and they post it online, and it just gets spread. It's guerrilla marketing to the max.
And it's organic too.
Yeah, and then I make cards, and I put them in birthday cards and, like, Valentine's cards at stores. So, like, when they open the card to, like, write
That's
something in it.
smart as fuck.
I've
Yeah.
always had one, dude. The back of the bathroom stall.
Yeah.
You're gonna be sitting there shitting on your phone. What better
Exactly.
time to look something up?
Exactly.
There we go.
I
dude.
already did that once.
I've always said that.
Paul, we need
I relate to that.
we need stickers. It's one thing we want to do too is our buddy in marketing has been talking to us about it. Is get a QR and like a QR code and put it on a sticker,
Oh,
and
yeah?
like with your logo, and then like on the bathroom of a stall, people will be like, "Huh, I need to kill 20 minutes. What the fuck is this?" And
Yeah,
then
it's
they're looking
just
at
that
your
much
stuff.
lazier. And
Yeah.
now they don't have to type it. All they have to do is scan it. You
Yeah,
know?
a
It's
really
the
cool
easiest way to present it to someone.
It's perfect. A really cool podcast that we just interviewed for Retro Rock Roundup, like a couple weeks ago. They actually met up with me today. I gave them one of my posters that I hold while I'm on the street corner, just as like a gift. I was
Oh,
like,
so fuck us,
screw
huh?
it. No, I got one for you, but it's not in the car. But I could give you one.
Wow.
I know.
This is the second guest that didn't bring us a gift.
I didn't drive.
It's in the
Shunned.
other car.
I didn't drive.
Shunned
Damn it,
from the.
Joe.
No, I'm fucking. I'm
I
fucking.
didn't drive.
fucking with
All my signs are in my car.
I'm fucking with you.
But I do have one for you. I have a lot, like, a shit ton. I made like a lot of them with like crazy slogans. But, like one of them was like "Keep Calm and Rock On" with the thing on there, and then on the other side, and listen to Primal Moon.
That's what I was telling him. I was like, it's not even posts from him standing on a street corner that I'm seeing. It's posts from other friends of mine that say, listen to Primal Moon. And I was like, wait a fucking second. I know this guy. I've been friends with him for a while. I feel like I've talked to him about music before. And sure shit, I pulled your name up and we had like just a one message comment back and forth. But I was
Yeah.
like, no, we need to talk to this guy. He's an interesting human being. He's standing out
Yeah.
in 10-degree weather holding a fucking sign. Like, this is the type of man we need to talk to.
Shit's fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
No,
That's
it's because
dedication.
like I believe in my bandmates. He's one of the best bassists I've ever seen in music. Brian's one of the best guitarists I've ever like played with. Like he just knows how to flow. They know how to flow off of everything. And we work really hard on our music. And I saw like one of our songs that we came out as a single just had like 100 streams in like 6 months. And I was like, our other song had already like been past 1,000 for a while. And we're like, that's weird. So I'm like, that kind of makes me sad. Like we work so hard on that. I want it to be heard.
Yeah.
And a lot of people try the marketing online thing, and a lot of people find success in it. But like we're just not as social media. Like I post memes. I don't want to do that on a band page.
Yeah.
We're not as big into social media. Like I just post shit post. But like we're totally
I
not.
used to.
Yeah. Now I'm getting
I'm
banned for
retired.
everything. Yeah, that stuff gets me banned every time. I swear I've gotten so
just
many
makes me
fucking
sad.
bans, dude. Like they
Oh.
came at me with a ban from 2 years ago on the page that capsized 5 months ago, like because of it got too big and people were posting crazy shit on there.
Well, people are crazy, so.
They're really crazy.
I'm a floating head again.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, those Facebook groups always get out of hand.
Float down here, Georgie.
Yeah, when it gets bigger, you can't really control it. You can't moderate, and I don't really want to moderate. I run pages and I don't.
The internet is a a really weird place, and we talk
It's a
about
waste
this.
of time is what it is.
Sometimes, yeah.
Social media, I will give you that, is a big waste of time. I try to spend the least amount of time on social media as possible.
A waste of time and a necessary evil for people who are trying to brand themselves online.
Yeah,
You know, like
it's super convenient, especially for stuff like this where it's all digital. It's all we're not going out and playing live shows, so like everything we do has to be on the internet. But I don't want to do it anymore, and I'm willing to pay someone to do it because I have severe depression problems, and social media does not help with it at all.
you start comparing your life to people.
Yeah,
You,
know,
start doing things like
Or just not even that, just wasting your time.
Yeah.
Imagine
It's a
the
total
stuff you could
waste.
do. Like,
It's a total waste.
Yeah.
That's what
Like,
I think
that's
of.
the-
I'm
my
just like,
biggest
I could
problem.
be doing something right now.
Yeah.
that's
That's
what
why-
depresses me. Like,
That's why when
Like,
I'm
I'm
on
like, all right.
social media, I'm at work.
I noticed,
I'm
like, all
getting
right,
paid.
if I'm on this, I'm gonna just stop.
Well, there's
I
slow
get
points,
so much done
so
out
it's
of it, you
like
know?
yeah, I still do it every
Yeah.
night, every
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, and so like it's a wild west, and it's so weird that like people are actually like getting Twitter's I wouldn't say the worst, but they're the worst for like censoring it. You can literally say and do whatever you want,
I'm
which
just
I think is
I don't have one.
which I think is perfectly
I don't either.
fine.
I don't even know how to fucking use that thing. I'm
We
like,
don't.
but I did get in a fight with the lead singer of Trapped on there.
Oh,
He
who
blocked
didn't?
me.
That fucking douchebag.
I know, dude, he didn't play a festival that we played.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, I'm so glad they kicked you off. I'm so freaking glad you racist bastard.
It sucks so bad because Headstrong, like from the time I was like
know.
8 years old till I was like 15, was my favorite fucking song. Like, I can't even fucking listen to it anymore. This dude went on a racist tyrant for literally like 3 months.
I
Like,
know, on the band page, not even on his own. He could've just made his own fucking page, dude. Fucked
fucking
himself
worst, dude.
over, and that's
Like-
why the drummer quit. And like, he's playing a acoustic show in Hobart now.
You know,
I feel bad for him, because he's a good artist. He just gotta he's gotta check his ego at some point.
it's ego and just like, you gotta accept like what you
People.
think is wrong, dude. Like you need to sit down and have a conversation with someone because you are oblivious to what the fuck's going on in the world.
It
That's
was pretty intense. Some of the things he would just
Yeah,
go
dude.
on rants, man, and it was just like crazy to watch someone do that.
But with it being uncensored like that, like people need to understand, like there should be repercussions for that. Like,
I just don't. I
I'm
just think
libertarian,
nobody should
so
say
I'm like,
anything
I don't
anyways.
care, you know. Like,
what'd you say?
I just think I don't. Why does anybody say anything?
I think they suffer their own repercussions.
Just everybody
you know?
just shut up.
A lot of
Me
Me
people.
and him were bitching about that earlier. Like,
Yeah,
oh,
that's-
I
just-
ate noodles tonight for dinner. Like, I don't give a fuck.
That's
Who
why.
cares?
That's
I don't
why.
give a fuck.
I can't even tell you how many times a day I'll go on Facebook for just a minute. I'm like,
Everybody's fighting.
first thing, I don't give a fuck, and then I just
Like, well, the
No, I-
neighbors
I
down
know
the
how to-
street
yeah.
got new chickens. The lady over there got a new dog, and they're having chicken for dinner. Like, why do I care? And that's another thing that depresses me.
Exactly.
I'm wasting my time wanting, like, not even wanting to know. It's just
What
you,
kind of chicken?
you know,
fried
I-
or?
just throwing out
who
examples.
gives a fuck?
Exactly. I'm with this guy.
Who gives a fuck?
I agree with that 110%. 100%. I don't care. Like I just don't care.
I can't. Like, I mean, it's just like that's too much of a waste of my life.
And
Like,
you know what? Like after we did an episode last week about our depression and stuff, and like
listen to that. Good.
it was it was sad,
Hey.
but like
That's how it is.
I'm okay with that because I'm controlling like the content that's coming out. But like that's still, it's not fake. It's sincere.
Yeah.
But you're only getting what I want you to know, and like I've kind of cut myself off from a lot of people. Like I don't want my business out online anymore. So all you're gonna know about my life is what I tell you on here.
Exactly.
Nobody needs to know if I have a girlfriend. Nobody needs to know where I'm eating and what kind of chicken I'm eating. Like, you can fuck off. Like, I'll still post a picture, you know, of me having a great time with my friends.
But if you do
like,
eat chicken and you want someone else to eat
That will
chicken,
be- that'll-
I will eat chicken.
that will be the next
Do you have
post.
any extra chicken?
I love chicken.
I will.
Chicken.
I feel obligated to post next time I'm eating
Yes.
chicken now.
Absolutely.
Hey,
It will be
here
tomorrow.
you go, bud. Chicken. Right there.
Tomorrow.
So, aside from, you know, what we just talked about of social media, what was like, did you guys communicatively? Is that right? I can't say the word properly. Did you guys come together and agree like you're gonna go stand out on corners with signs, or was you were just like, I'm gonna go do this today, and it like became a thing?
Yeah. Yeah, and then I got addicted to like new methods of guerrilla marketing, and I just started doing it. I did door-to-door flyers. I did car-to-car flyers. I would put them on the windshield.
Don't do mailboxes. That's federal offense.
I know.
It turns out.
My roommate's a mailman. I know this.
Oh. We found out the hard way.
Hey, in Plainfield, cops. I'm sorry. I blew up a mailbox in junior year on Meadow Lane. I'm just kidding. With a firework.
This guy has endless
Wait,
stories
you are
on
aware?
everything.
You are aware he's not talking about like blowing the mailbox up, right?
That's still a federal offense. Like,
Yeah, that's a federal offense. But he's talking about putting a flyer in a mailbox.
You know what? It's
That's
like
a
they-
no, that's bad. You can't do that.
Are you fucking
You
serious?
can't touch someone's mailbox.
No.
Get the
well,
fuck
actually,
out
My
of
Uncle Michael, he was getting his new business going. We went mailbox to mailbox putting flyers in.
Did you put it on the little thing?
No, like we were opening mailboxes, sticking it in with the mail, and closing the mailbox.
If there's mailboxes, the only things that are legal are the
like the under thing.
the newspaper slot
Yeah.
and the fucking
tape it. to
yeah,
it.
that little red thing that flips
The flag.
up.
No
You can put a
shit.
flyer in between there.
No shit.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
That's why I do door to door. But I was working a door to door job a couple years back, and I was selling windows, siding, and doors, and friggin' dude licked me on the face, and as soon after that I quit. Yeah, he brought me into his house, and he was like, "Yeah, I'll give you all my information. We could set up a meeting," and then he's all like, "Oh, thank you so much." Pulls me in for a hug and licks me all up my face, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I would have killed the fucking man, but I was like, "Man, I'm a dude who's door to door. I'm definitely gonna be the one getting in trouble." For
you know,
murder."
it's
You
funny.
know, like-
Tell him about.
Yeah, I am.
All right.
I've never told any of my job stories because I've always been kind of weary on telling job stories.
yeah.
You don't even gotta be very specific.
But it's funny because I'm all like I was in
For his job, he's also door to door.
Yeah. So what I was doing, but what I was doing wasn't indoors. It was outside of their house.
Yeah.
So I did what I needed to do, and I was walking away from the guy's house, and the guy came up to the house and was like, "Hey, like, explain this to me." And I'm just answering questions, and like, "All right, call
Like
this
I
place."
have an issue inside.
Yeah, like call this place. And he was like, "Well, I have this issue inside. Like, just stand right here at the door. Let me go grab my bill real quick, whatever, and you'll figure it out." He kind of like closed the door.
Yeah.
This motherfucker came back to the door with his pants around his ankles, dick just hanging out. And I'm like, "What the fuck is going on?" And he's like, "This right here." And then I'm like, "Nah, sir, call. I have to go." And he's like, "No,
fuck outta here."
I have a problem in my basement. Just come check my basement." "Absolutely not, Buffalo Bill. I think I'm going to leave now." Like, fuck
No,
off.
Puts the
dude.
lotion on its skin and does what it is told.
Tell him
Fuck
the
outta
real
here.
story.
Fuck
He went
you.
in the basement.
No, the fuck I didn't.
Bow chicka wow wow.
Like,
Cue the 70s porn.
the fucking the third day I worked there, I had a gun pulled on me. Like it
Yeah, I know it's crazy sometimes.
door to
Like,
door shit is wild. Like
it's kind of fun.
It is.
Like,
It's-
it's exhilarating at
it
times.
is. And
Like
then,
you're
like,
like,
you have to
and
worry
then you
about-
get in arguments and fights and be like, "Fuck you, bro!" Like,
The dogs.
yeah, dogs, dude. Dude, I walked up to this mansion one time and this pit bull just slowly stands up, like ready to pounce, and I'm like,
never mind.
like literally did like the slow
Yeah.
walk out of that shit.
Never mind. We're good here.
I'll see you, buddy.
Yep.
See
Nope,
you,
we're
Cujo.
good here.
I don't want to sell you anything anyway.
I don't want to die. Like,
I just knew it wasn't gonna work. It's the worst.
The
That's
worst.
crazy. So how was your guys' live stream the other day?
shit, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
That was fun as fuck.
How long did you guys play for? Because I tuned in for like 10, 15 minutes, and
It's like an hour and 18 minutes.
oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, it was nuts.
That's pretty
Wow.
good.
It was really fun.
Yeah, and like surprisingly, quite a few people like stayed on the whole time. Like, and the guy was telling us right before. Usually, people fall off at about 45 minutes,
Yeah.
and like most people stayed all the way.
That's
And it was
awesome.
really cool. So they were like, we watched the entire thing.
That's
I'm like,
awesome.
Wow.
Where did you guys do it at?
The bunker in St. Charles.
Is it? I think that's St. Charles.
Yeah, this guy named Fletch Towell. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah, it turned out very well. Like I said, we do this all the time, so we don't have a lot of time to dedicate to things.
Yeah.
But we picked in for like 10, 15 minutes, and it looked and sounded great.
Dude, thank you. Yeah, it was a fucking blast. It was cool, kind of like showcasing 2 of our newer songs too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, those are gonna be on the EP that we're going in the studio this weekend for.
So is your guys' main goal now just to kind of like pump out music as much as possible?
We're just trying to pump out whatever we can, whatever way we can get out there. We're that's how it is, It's like our name's getting out there, and people are starting to talk about us, so it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, people are reposting the memes I make that are stupid as fuck.
Yeah, some of them are just ridiculous.
I
They're
know.
super fucking funny.
I know, exactly. It's just like I don't care. It's like I'll do whatever I can to get the name out there, just so people that one day I'll find my people. Like we will find our people.
We work with a marketing guy too, and he always says before someone looks at what you have to offer, they usually see your name like 3 or 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
So the more you put it in front of their face, they're like, all right, it's time now. Like
that's why I hyper focus on certain areas to sine wave, and then and then some days I'll go out here, some days I'll randomly, but I hyper focus on certain areas. So it's like just to get as many people in that area as possible.
It's nice too because you guys are in a more populated area.
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah, Aurora is the second biggest city in Illinois, I guess.
Is it really?
Oh.
Yeah.
What's the first?
Chicago. You made me think on that one. I was like, Rockford? Springfield?
So I was
No,
wondering
it's definitely Decatur.
This shit, we're rocking like 3,000 people here, so watch out, Aurora. Yeah, we have more deer population than people, I'm pretty sure.
Dude, fuck yes. I made friends with the deer in my forest. They follow me when I walk through it. It's kind of fucking weird.
Yeah, are you serious?
Yeah, dude, it's the weirdest fucking thing. It's happened 3 times.
Saw a statistic the other day that there's in Beecher like 456,832 corn stalks per person or some stupid shit.
Oh shit!
That's a lot of fucking corn.
No, I pulled that statistic out of my ass. I have no clue.
I believed you.
I know you did.
Yeah, that was very the way you conveyed it. It was very well. It was
good
very
at
well
pulling
put.
shit out of my
Yeah,
ass.
I 100% believed you. When I was like 16.
Word.
Hell yeah. When I was like 16, I had to do community service because I was an asshole child in high school.
Yeah.
And I did it at what the fuck are they called?
Goodnow Grove.
Goodnow Grove. Yeah, but like what is that called? Like park
Forest Preserve.
Forest Preserve.
Oh,
so
that's
I like
lit, bro.
it would do
Picking up garbage in
super
there.
cool. I was pulling like this certain type of weed that was invasive.
Certain type of invasive weed.
It honestly was super hard work, but like the people there were cool as fuck. But like it was really grueling work. And like when I got off of doing that, it was like 2:30, and I didn't have a car at the time, so my mom would pick me up, and she got off at 3:30. So like I would start walking home.
Yeah.
And like it's not an achievable walk home in an hour. Like I would get to the highway, like to the crossroad. So my mom would pick me up there, and I would go home. Literally like 2 weeks before I started, they were talking about like this weird disease in deer where they like turned mad, and they
would start foaming at the mouth and shit.
Like, basically like zombie deer.
Dude, that's pretty lit. How do they taste?
Yeah. Yeah, real fucking lit.
I'm just kidding.
As I'm walking home.
How's that backstrap?
as I'm walking home, I see like these 3 fucking deer on the side of the road. I was like, oh, that's fucking cool. But they're deer. They're not going to fuck with me.
Yeah.
And one of them fucking charges me. And I'm like,
Hell
no. Yeah, bro, like what the fuck am I going to do against a deer? Like,
Oh hell no!
like
fucked you
that's
up.
what I'm saying. Like in this
I
thing,
will fuck you up.
I ran.
Did he have the antlers like crazy?
No, it was.
Well, that's good at least.
No, it was a doe.
It was a doe, thankfully. But this thing looked like
A female deer. I heard that from a
Them
movie.
things stand up and
somewhere.
box your ass, man.
It fucking looked like it wanted to kill me, and I was like, "There's no way I can outrun this fucking deer."
Yeah,
I
no
tried, but
Well,
like
then run at it.
It was gaining. Yeah, that's what I should.
Head first.
That's what honestly. That's what I would have done.
So I threw
I
my
would've
like
just ran at it.
I threw my lunchbox at it, and it like thank God hit it like right in the side of the head, and it like scampered off, and I was like, I'm I have like 4 more days of this. My ass is going to sit in the building and waiting for my mom from now on. Like, I'm not getting chased by a fucking deer.
Fuck those fucking deer.
Never again.
Like, no, I'm good on this.
I went to go get mail out of my mailbox one time, as a little kid.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I start getting pecked in the head by this bird repeatedly. And it's like, well, I'm already 3/4 of the way down the driveway. I'm getting the fucking mail.
Oh, yeah. Fuck
bird,
you.
Yeah.
Fuck
Well,
you,
what
just
are you
sliding
doing?
on my-
I'm like
Fuck this
running
bird.
backwards and like tripping over myself trying to watch this bird. That fucking thing chased me all the way back up until I was in the house again. I was so
What a
pissed.
bastard.
Like, dude, you only started attacking me when I was 3/4 of the way down the driveway.
Bro, just
Why'd
watch
you
your
have to
fucking
go
nest,
all the
okay?
way? Like, come on, man. I'm just getting the mail.
Leave me alone.
I never walked to get the mail again.
Go out with an umbrella next to.
Fuck that, Mom.
He just gets stuck in the
Get out
umbrella
and go
and
out
flapping
with the
his
BB
fucking
gun.
wings.
All right.
The worst.
It's the worst.
The worst.
The worst.
The worst.
That
I
is
tried
the
to
worst.
I tried to save a cardinal once because he was like in the middle of a fucking road in Missouri when I went down to school there, and like they put he was like right there, and I drove over him without hitting him with my tires, and I pulled over on the side of the road, and I went and scooped him with my hat because it looked like he couldn't fly, and then I put him in my car. And he just starts chirping really loud at me. And I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to get to my apartment, bro. Calm the fuck down. I don't want you to do anything here. And then he starts to fucking fly in my car, driving down the fucking highway, hit me in the fucking head, bouncing off the fucking window, hit me back in the fucking head. I wanted to cry, dude. I was like, that was the scariest moment of my life.
I probably would.
20,
Birds
25
are
mile an
horrible.
hour and roll down the window.
It's funny you bring that up too because we were literally just talking
My
last
windows
night.
didn't work.
You had a
hang
bird
on,
in your
real
car
quick.
too?
What?
You had a bird in your car too?
No. Even better.
Real quick, would you fuck with someone that had an attack falcon?
No way.
Absolutely. Point proven. We're getting an attack falcon.
Get an attack falcon.
Absolutely.
That'd be pretty
Absolutely.
fucking cool.
You think? I mean, is it illegal to walk around with them?
I'm like 90% sure it is, dude. Like, Paul, you have Google.
I got you.
But he's got to have a cool enough name to scare me.
Well, he's got
You
like
know.
the
I
brown
would just name
hood,
it Vulcan.
Falcon.
Falcon
Vulcan.
or Talon?
Captain Falcon. Falcon punch.
No, see, I'd want to name him something like really like
Mordecai.
no, like a really dumb gay name, because like, oh, you just got attacked by so and so, and they're like,
Muffin.
you just got attacked by Muffin. Like, oh, I feel like a bitch now. Muffin attacked me, but his talons are 7 inches fucking long.
Bro, what happened to you?
Oh,
I don't
hell
want.
no.
I don't want to talk about Muffin.
That's the worst.
Hold on, does that say Illinois residents may hold raptors? Raptors.
dude.
Raptors are
Yes.
dinosaurs and they don't exist anymore.
It's because of the talons.
Oh, okay.
So that
So
means
if raptors are ever like spawned again like Jurassic World and we're all like
It-
pleading for our life, we
That
can
means
hold
like-
on to
Legal to
one.
own
Yes.
one in Illinois.
it means
You
like,
can, yeah,
I'll
but
get a
you,
good enough leash.
you can't walk around with it.
pretty sure that means like chickens.
Is it legal to walk into a
No.
federal building?
You
with
have
one?
oh, fuck no. You have
Is
to
a
have
chicken
it
a raptor?
Robber raptors.
supposedly.
Yeah,
clean.
birds and dinosaurs are
You
like
can get this license at the age of 14.
and score at least 80%.
for a
on
raptor.
Dude, yeah.
Dude, if I would have known about having a fucking raptor as a kid, I would have gone to that fucking store.
Well, let's just fucking do it now.
You can do it.
Let's go to the world. Wait, no,
buying-
it's island now.
I'm
isn't it?
buying a falcon. That's it.
You can't. It has to be in captivity. You can't walk around with it.
What?
Yeah. So you could carry it around in a cage.
I mean, technically, it says the way that it's saying.
I like
says
technically.
it says in cap. Yeah,
I
technically.
like that word.
But like the way that they're saying it is, as long as like it has a way to automatically come back, like how they do with the arm thing.
Oh
Like
no, dude.
you
Fuck no. Are you getting away with
But-
walking around with a force?
Absolutely. Are you
With
gonna
the,
say
with
something?
the leather glove?
Are you gonna be
Oh,
the one to
dude,
say
fuck yeah! I'm
something?
getting a falcon. What's up, bro?
And all you have to do is just whistle, and you're.
Would you, as a cop, would you walk up to someone with a fucking falcon?
bro. It
Dude, if they
says-
shot my falcon, that would be fucked up.
Would you?
bro.
I wouldn't. Fuck
You
you.
fucked
That
up.
guy.
Don't shoot my
That guy's
fucking
got a
falcon.
falcon. I ain't fucking with him.
There's literally a link on on Google that teaches you how to train a fucking falcon that is wild.
Oh, well, it's on the internet, so we can do
Let's
it.
catch a falcon, guys. Next.
Jesus fucking
Well, yeah, you
Christ.
can't buy one.
Next
already
time we're on the
trained. That's
podcast,
no
we're catching a
fun.
falcon, guys.
Dude, that'll be the next skit.
To catch a predator, huh?
Yeah, but it'll be to catch a falcon.
Catch a predator.
Catch a falcon.
Come on, have a seat.
It's just sitting at one of the chairs.
I can't believe literally everything we have talked about on the phone has come around, and we've talked about it in the last 30 fucking minutes. Come on, take a seat. Good old Chris Hansen.
That's his name. I couldn't remember.
Chris Hansen. I won't forget it now. Fucking dude. He's fucking hell. I would
Yeah.
shit if I ever came into my house and he was sitting at my table.
Oh,
I
thought you were
love
gonna
these
say-
Pac-Man ghosts on here. That's fucking lit.
That was one of the beers.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. I think you drank that one, right?
The
Yeah.
slush mellow. Yeah, how do you guys like the fancy beers?
They were tasty.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah.
You could have another one if you want. Just tell that fat ass to open the fridge.
I'm down. I'll take one.
Alright.
I'll take whatever. You guys rock. This place is really cool. I mean, you guys should get like this podcast should be big
Strippers?
sometime.
Oh,
No, like I can
yeah.
see it. Like you guys are really good conversationalists, and
Like-
that's pretty fucking cool.
I like where you were going with it, but I would much rather prefer strippers.
You know
I'm not gonna
what?
lie.
Strippers are cool.
Strippers are short-term goals. All right?
One time I went to a strip club and like we were right outside of it. My girlfriend dragged me there.
Oh shit.
What's this?
You're getting a fancy one.
I get the Courage Cup.
Wow.
Want to split the Courage Cup?
Nah.
Oh, you're good.
It tastes
Alright,
good.
cool.
I'll split that shit with you.
It
All right,
tastes.
bet.
It tastes like cheesecake.
Like,
What?
like legit,
Like-
dead ass, like a piece of
It's a
cheesecake.
good thing I don't like cheesecake.
Wow. I don't
I
know you
know.
anymore, Luke.
I know, that's what my parents say too. You know.
What's your go-to dessert then?
Cookies.
I fuck with that.
I like
Cookies.
your mom makes great
My-
freaking cookies. Bro.
It's just my mom. She
Yeah.
makes great everything.
Shout out to Gail Pope.
The ultimate cookie maker.
And you
Yeah.
didn't bring us
She
cookies.
is-
Yeah, what the fuck? You didn't bring us cookies. You didn't bring us a
They're
sign?
my cookies.
I didn't bring it. I will bring you the sign. I
How
guarantee
dare you?
I'll
They're
just
my
come out.
cookies. I will not share them.
I'll come out here sometime if you guys want to chill. I'll bring a sign. I'll make one specifically for you. I'll draw a goat and a fucking bear on it.
Sick. We need more.
We want to
goat
see
better.
pictures of you
I wanna see your
advertise it
face
though.
when you
Okay.
taste that.
Absolutely.
Okay. What?
Try it.
Okay. I love cheesecake.
Dude, that's a cheesecake.
Oh my god.
Absolutely. All day.
I'm full.
You're a real fucking piece of shit. You know that?
You know I was gonna do it.
Wow, dude. You see what fucking glass I have, and you see what glass he has. A real fucking piece of shit. Those are my anime titties.
Another my anime titty. You big fat anime.
Well, they're not the full titty. They're more the anime cleavage.
It's just as good.
Do you got the full tit? You got full tit cups?
I grab those whenever I want. You know that's real shitty too, because I had the chance to knock over his Starbucks today, and I didn't do it.
And you
Guess what, bud? Third time's a charm. You took my glass. The line has been drawn.
Ooh.
That shit getting thrown.
Ooh.
Not even getting knocked over anymore. It's getting thrown.
I would like to revert to a podcast.
Hey, you're not
where
on the
you talk
podcast.
about
Stop talking.
cups.
You're not on the podcast. You're not on the podcast. You're not on the podcast.
Okay.
I don't know whose side to be on with this. I know where you're going with
It's
that.
not that big of a deal.
I know where you're going with that.
Yeah, about you with the glasses in the seat. No, it's not that big of a deal. I just noticed it. Kind of salty about it, but whatever. But yeah, this beer's pretty good.
It is damn good.
Anyway,
I gotta try this brewery out. I gotta go
it's
there.
3 hours
That's
south.
3
of
hours
here.
from here.
We like road trips.
It is a lot of fun.
We went to Sweetwater the other week, and I sign waved in front of there, and then we went to what's it called, Hoppy Elf or
Happy Gnome.
Hoppy Gnome, and that
Hoppy
was
Gnome.
in downtown Fort Wayne. It was pretty damn good.
I didn't even know there was a downtown Fort Wayne.
That was a nice ass city, dude. I was like,
I'm like,
"Dang."
wait a second. This is a city?
Sweetwater is amazing too.
Oh yeah, it's really.
I love
nice.
it there. It's
Yeah,
so nice.
Sweetwater is really cool.
Our friend
Yeah,
just
they're-
got a job there.
Yeah?
and like he's working there now. So we met up with him while we were there.
The
Like,
last 10 years, anything I've ever bought that had anything to do with music or any of this stuff has all been bought through Sweetwater.
Sweetwater
Shout out
is
to Matt
not,
McKibble.
Sweetwater is not the worst.
It's not the worst.
there you go.
You know what is the worst? Guitar Center.
That's why they're going
fucking
bankrupt.
hate Guitar Center.
Yeah.
That reminds me. Let's look at BlackBerry.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you guys are into stocks, but we were told that somebody had a feeling about BlackBerry stock
Was it
going
Musk?
way the fuck up.
Was it
I am
Musk?
down
No.
$9.
No, it was our good buddy Paul.
Fucking Paul. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
fuck,
just
Paul?
kidding with you.
The fuck?
And so we turned all of our
Paul, you're cool. Wait, what happened to Blue? What happened?
we turn all of our guests against Paul, and it's the greatest thing in the world.
Did you guys go on GME?
Paul.
Did you guys do the GME?
Oh, I worked at Games.
Paul's a cool dude. He's running this. That's pretty cool. Like this
Yeah,
part.
he's alright. I had a couple of stocks in GameStop because I worked there
Oh, really?
for a while ago. So I made a couple $100, but
Really?
I'm not into the stock market.
Oh.
I don't care how many experts I've talked to. But I still think it's a pile of horse shit, and it's just a guessing game. It's not for me.
I have not invested yet, and I think it would just make me too anxious. I know a lot of people say investing is the way to go, and I get that. You know,
I would
and that's-
forget.
Yeah, you know, it's like
Investing is the way to go if you have money to
blow.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like gambling. Yeah,
Exactly,
That's
and I
really
don't-
what it
I
comes
don't-
down to.
personally, I don't have.
I don't
money
like to
go.
gamble.
I don't have money for either of those.
Every single
things.
time
Exactly,
I have
it's like-
gambled, I've always lost. So I just don't gamble.
Yeah,
See,
I don't.
I'm small. You know, I'll bring $200, and if I win $200, I might as well have won $1 million. Like, I am leaving now. I don't go for it. Like, I don't know anything more
Exactly.
than that. I'm good. I'm good.
I
made
usually go
$200.
with like 100 at most if I ever go, and I barely ever go. I've been like 3 times at most. Like,
The
so
thing
far
is,
in my
I don't
life.
even know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, really. I'm like,
I play
oh.
poker, but they don't have that at some of the casinos.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
I like the little spin. Is that roulette? What is
Roulette,
It?
yeah.
roulette.
I do like blackjack
See,
too.
see how much I know casinos. like I got the
Blackjack's
little
not
spin thing. Like,
Casinos have nice buffets.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was gonna say I
yeah.
bring $200, and that's including dinner. That's including drinks. That's everything.
Joe, let's go to a
and you
casino.
can totally sit by the bar when people win big and they come over there and spend all their money on you. It's like, they, buy every shot for the bar, for everybody at the bar. Buy him a shot. Fuck yes, thank you, bro. You're the coolest, dude, Dwayne. Dwayne was a cool motherfucker.
That's never happened to me. I think I'm gonna start hanging out at casinos. You are a needy motherfucker.
Fucking it up all
Is
again.
that electric?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I.
Boogie woogie woogie woogie.
Damn. Only...
You cannot see it.
Oh man.
That's the OG. That's before the Macarena.
Yeah, it's all electric. We just picked that up.
Before
like,
that was
2
probably
weeks ago.
Dude Scoot.
I love the Macarena. We were just doing the Macarena the other day.
I did it in the middle of a mosh pit once.
That's fucking great.
That was great.
Tell us how big you.
How do you?
That
walk
was our
up-
last
Well,
time
no.
we moshed. Was at this. We went to Riot Fest
Yeah.
and we moshed at the Slayer concert.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
didn't go to them.
Some girl broke her leg and she
Oh,
was
I
like,
saw her.
Yeah,
ankle.
you saw her getting
Oh, I
dragged
saw her
off.
bone. Oh yeah, I remember that. And then she gets pulled out on a stretcher and she's doing the
devil
this.
horns.
Yeah, the devil horns. I was like, that's fucking awesome.
It was, yeah, that's right.
I want to know her.
Damn.
I was like, who is that person?
I am in love.
It's my
Slayer's awesome.
soulmate.
We've gone and seen Slayer with his dad like 3 times.
Really?
Yeah.
They're definitely cool. They have their place. They have their
Yeah.
place. It's sad that they're like done touring and
I
stuff.
think I ended up losing you, Joe, that night.
Yeah, because I was with Janaea at the time.
Hey, yeah, we did acid that night.
Yeah, we tripped balls, but actually it didn't hit that hard. Like, cause we were
No,
in
it
fest
really
mode.
didn't.
It
Yeah.
felt good, but it wasn't as good as the time before when we ended up on that journey, like in a fucking house and
Which
shit. Like,
which journey? Oh, that journey.
yeah, we went to a bar. Like we had just taken it, and we went to a bar, and then we kind of like just started drinking. We were like, we're only gonna have one drink before
Yeah,
we
I
head
was-
back and listen to music all night.
Yeah.
Like that was
We
our
just
plan.
can't chill. Just
Our plan. And then we're sitting there.
like, we saw everybody.
Yeah.
Like I know everybody.
And then we go, and then we meet this couple, and they're about to get married in like a month. We still haven't hung out with them. We gotta
Yeah.
hang out with them again.
Yeah, they
We
were really
gotta
cool.
text her. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
she was
But
cool.
yeah, cool,
Yeah.
somewhat.
It was really strange. So I honestly
Like,
thought
I kind of
something was
had
gonna
this
happen
weird
to
vibe
us.
that they wanted to, like, you know, like, have, like, a big orgy or something.
Dude, like,
it was just,
when we were walking
it was
back,
either they were going to have an orgy with us or kill us. It's one or the
dude,
other.
remember when we were walking
We
back?
walked back to their house with them.
So I'm tripping balls, and I'm like, Joe. I'm like, I just kind of like elbowed him. I'm like, dude, I think we're gonna die tonight. I think we're gonna
I was like,
die.
bro,
I
play
think we're
cool.
gonna die.
Play cool. Play cool. And then we go. No, man, we're good.
I'm like, where are we going? Where are we going? Where are we going?
And we walk about a mile down to their house.
Yeah, we were literally walking
From
to
this
their house
bar.
to the bar.
Yeah. And
I'm like, your car's over there. How are we gonna get back?
we're walking back, bro, through the field. And we went there, and we drank like 20 beers each.
Yeah.
And we didn't even fucking feel it.
We
we were like, oh,
never-
gosh,
we
oh,
never got
gosh.
drunk.
Oh, gosh.
You pack them away. That's a big problem. When
That was a long time
When
ago.
I was big into doing acid, it was, first of all, we were doing it really often, but I would out.
Yeah, I used to do it very often in high school, but I like it. I want to. My one goal is peyote.
Yeah.
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 What happened to you with acid? Did you have a bad trip?
I've never had a bad trip per se on
Yeah.
acid, but my thing was I would drink like a fucking tank on acid. And what happens when you do that
you
is the
literally
acid
drink like crazy.
the acid overpowers it, but when you're coming off that,
You feel it at the end.
black out. Instantly.
We passed out pretty fucking hard when we got
Well,
back.
then just don't come off the acid then.
Because we stayed
Modern
there.
problems require modern solutions.
We stayed there till 3:30 in the morning, basically.
Oh, you
4.
guys are early
Oh,
birds
4.
on acid.
It was
for-
nuts.
We got back to my house at like 4:30 because we
Yeah, we had to go somewhere. Didn't we?
we walked to we had to walk back to the bar.
Yeah, we had to walk back to the bar. That was a long walk, and we went through the field, and I fell once
Yeah.
in the stocks. There
Children in the corner and
cut
grabbed
down
my
stocks.
ankle.
There was cut down stocks at one point. when we
I
walked.
think so, yeah.
Was it stocks or tall grass?
No, it was just like
Or
dirt. It
was there
like-
any grass
like-
or stalks at all, or were you just high?
It's kind of like a prairie.
That's probably true. Oh yeah, I was tripping balls. Like
Yeah,
Luke
we-
was just like sitting there the whole night, like.
I was just like, what the? And we ended up playing a game.
I know we played a game and I won.
You know what?
It
I
was
like,
a drawing game.
At one point in that night, I literally said to myself, I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm like,
We
how am I here? Why am I?
They all got pissed that I won. Like the wife was really the future wife was like,
They fe-
I'm usually the winner of this.
Well,
Like,
she
They
was
fed
go-
us popcorn. What else did they?
I was like,
feed us?
sucks. Well, pizza,
Pizza. Yeah. I'm like,
and we had like
oh.
20 beers each, and they just like were so hospitable. It was really cool, and then we walked back.
Yeah, but like it's so weird
The
because you
weirdest time
don't
ever.
every single time
They
like,
had no clue we were on acid.
every
they,
single
yeah, they
time
really don't know
every
that,
single
actually.
time we've been in a scenario like that on acid, like we don't meet those types of people sober, but we have met and had stories just like that on acid.
I know it's
And
crazy.
it's like-
It's like
What?
your spirit
Dude,
guy.
Tanner and
Where
Amber.
the fuck does this come from?
Tanner and Amber.
Tanner and Amber.
Do you bump for a beer?
Where the fuck did this come from? Like you people would
They
never.
literally walked out of the woods.
Really?
Like, when you say, "Oh, they came out of the woods," like dead ass, literally walked out of the woods.
Hello,
Man, bump for a beer?
Bro, I swear to God, that the woman came out and was fucking in a flow dress and
I know girls like
Like,
that. They're really
bro.
fucking cool. They're like so cool. But like,
yeah, but we were tripping fucking balls.
So
Like,
that probably
was
tweaked you the
not
hell out.
time.
Bro, they-
Like,
I'm not vibing with this.
Hell
You
no,
guys are
dude.
gonna slaughter me in the woods like some siren shit.
yeah, they came out of the forest and we were like, wait, like, am I tripping or is this like a community trip or like did that really just happen? And like they were like,
for a beer?
man,
we were like,
Did
"No,
we
man,
all
you
just
gotta
do
be
this?
free, bro.
you could
And
just
we
have
were
a
like,
beer."
I told you.
Just
I
like-
know, like they.
It's one of those.
Take 2 beers. No, we're good.
No, this isn't right.
Yeah, no,
This-
I'm
is this,
good, dude.
Is this real?
Fucking
You start touching things, you know.
Well, nothing to do with any of that. We used to walk around the country by his house. Like, after you get out off of my street, it's country.
Oh
used
yeah,
to-
we noticed that.
Yeah, we used to walk around
Yeah.
in the country, like, and they're mile-long blocks. So we
Yeah.
would start at his house and just go, and it would be like 4 miles. There's a house out there. It's creepy, but it's not that creepy.
At night, it's creepy.
And as we were walking by it, I don't know if they were fucking deer or
Or dogs
coyotes or
we have
dogs.
no clue.
Well, there was like 3 of them, and
You
they,
could see figures moving in the darkness, and they were moving with like stalking us, and like It just you couldn't make out. You
Yeah,
couldn't
dude.
make out exactly what it was, and they weren't making noise. And it's just
we were high as
and
kites.
we're walking. We're 2.5 miles from my house. Like, what are we gonna do? No one's got guns. We're all on acid. We're 2.5 miles from my house. Like,
You guys ready to fight some banshees, bro?
Yeah, dude, like,
well, we're just gonna keep walking
Those
and
dang
hope
coyotes.
nothing happens.
we're gonna
Well,
fucking,
that's good.
we're
Maybe
gonna
it was
hope for the
Sasquatch.
fucking butt. It might have been a Sasquatch.
Well, I don't know.
Same Squanch?
Animals definitely know when you're on inebriated by something.
100%.
Totally, they know when you're on something. Like, I mean,
100%.
they don't really mind the weed for the most part if you smoke weed, but like other drugs, they'll get a little weird around you. Like, who are you?
Yeah, like they
sometimes.
they
We laugh
know.
so hard
Roxy
at
would
my
always
dog
do that
that
to
it's
me.
shit.
Roxy would always come up to me like, looking at me just kind of like.
You
funny,
look
like,
different.
Yeah, it's like, it's probably because where you're acting different.
Yeah, you act different, and you're like you're overthinking certain scenarios when you're walking back into your place. Like,
I miss Roxy.
what do I miss that dog.
This motherfucker, we laughed at his dog so hard for like 5 minutes straight. I think it didn't hurt the dog or anything, but the dog literally shit because we were laughing at him.
So hard.
Like we scared it by laughing at him.
Oh my God.
There was the time that you scooted across the kitchen
Oh,
with my parents in the living
dude,
room.
they looked at me like, "What the fuck is
I was
wrong
like, dude,
with this
like,
kid?"
we gotta, like, group yourself. We're standing at my door, like, hey, we gotta walk. So it's like a Romeo and Juliet style, like, so you, right as soon as I open my door, my parents in the living room can see you.
Oh my
So then
gosh.
you walk down the stairs, and then they see you again, and it's wide open kitchen right next to the living room.
Yeah.
Like, you could see everything,
Yeah.
you know? So it's like, we wanted to go outside and smoke, and it's like, group yourself. Get your laughs and your giggles out now. We have to be serious for this 30-second walk, dude. All right, so we got our giggles out, and I was like, all right, open the door. He starts dying laughing, and it's like, we already opened the door. We got to go for it. You know, here again, overthinking shit. Like,
Yeah.
you got to go for it, you know? So we're walking down being, like, just all fucking trying to be cautious, you know? And he's fucking giggling and trying to hold it. Next thing you know, he's sitting on the floor petting my dog. Like, okay, whatever, cool. Distract yourself, hurry up, let's get some shoes, let's go outside. I don't think my parents have noticed at this point. So next thing you know, he's scooting his ass across like a dog wiping its ass on the ground across my kitchen floor, and I'm just dying laughing.
His mom
And
is.
I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm around the corner to where my parents can't see me anymore.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing, dude? Get your shoes on. Like, oh my god.
You're like one of those. You're like me that works at the airport when I'm directing a plane. Get the fuck over here, bro.
Like, they never said anything.
But his mom, like I made eye contact with his mom, and like I could just tell she was like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And,
What are you on?
oh my
They
god,
never said anything.
got it. They are saints because you know what? We were so high for it, dude. Oh my god, so many times there, and they never had a problem with it. Not that they didn't have a problem with it. They just,
It's the fact that they were glad you were safe.
I think that's a big thing of it.
You
too.
know, like they were glad you guys were at least doing it safely. Like
Yeah.
honestly, because people are gonna experiment when they're younger. Not all of them, but like a lot of people do.
Oh yeah.
I never did until
Afterwards,
Yeah.
you never did until Dead Harvest, basically.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, friends make a big part of that whole
it
experimental
wasn't
phase.
me. I was barely doing drugs back then. I was like,
Yeah, no.
but like now I've done acid a few times. Like
I mean,
and
it was even
honestly-
before that though too for me a little bit.
Yeah,
too.
yeah, you were doing it before.
My parents definitely know. I got busted for it, so.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
know.
Not a lot, but
They
a
know.
little bit.
I ended up at rehab for a year, and I was in like Pennsylvania. I lived on a mountain.
How'd that go?
I became a pastor afterwards for like 7 years.
I could see. How old
That
are
was
you?
nuts. What? I'm 29.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You're only a year older than me.
It's been a crazy life.
Yeah, it fucking sounds like it. God damn, man.
Yeah.
I could see you being a pastor too.
Yeah, I was a youth pastor. I really liked it because it was helping people, you know, and what we did was really cool. And you know, like I found, you know, I don't drift towards all the hard drugs and all the. I used to be a kleptomaniac too. Like, and I used to go to stores and like steal guns, plasma screen TVs, stuff like that.
How the
like,
fuck do you get away with stealing a plasma screen TV?
You put 2 in a cart and you walk out the front door.
Jesus fucking Christ. Dude, how do you walk around with such a big dick?
Like, straight up, man. You got.
I could never do that. Like I couldn't just that
Well,
that's wild, dude.
So like, I became like so intense on it because that was like where I was starting to get money because I kept losing jobs because I was always fucking high and I was like I had ODD, which is oppositional defiant disorder. So like when I feel someone's coming at me like intensely trying to overbear on me, like being a authority, I basically used to like freak out like in high school. Like,
That's funny.
because of all the drugs I was on.
Does the same thing now.
I'm like
Yeah.
that sober.
Yeah, it's like and
Don't tell me what to do, motherfucker. I don't know.
And that's what got me in the mental hospital the first time when I took the cops to the ground and kicked my dean through a door. And then like they handcuffed me to a stretcher. And then the EMT was like, "You're a fucking lunatic." And I spit in his face. And I was like, "Yeah, I am. Fuck you." It was nuts. That high school was a crazy time.
High school was wild. And I mean, the worst they did to my dean was call his wife sexy and hot. He wasn't too happy about that. I didn't kick him through a door though. I should have.
I told my other dean, she was always like really, "Oh, dude, I said something really bad." I was like, "Your voice makes me want to punch babies." And like, she was like, I was a dick, total dick on that one. I was like, you have nails on a chalkboard to me, you fucking bitch. But now that I look back, I tried to get a hold of her and I messaged her.
Yeah.
I found her on Facebook and I was like, I just really want to apologize for my immaturity back then.
It's so wild because
and like.
It's
I was
funny because
super
I also
immature.
messaged one of my high school teachers and apologized.
Yeah, I know. It's like
dude, Mr. Kelly.
yeah.
Thought about that
And he
with
never
Marvel.
responded to me
Would she
either.
blast
Like,
me?
Yeah, she never responded to me either. I mean, they probably
Burnt that
hate me
bridge,
so
man.
much. She, like, the pain in her eyes after I said that, I felt horrible even after I said it, but I was in rage mode.
Yeah,
And I was like,
no.
I'm going to say it.
There's
Like-
still a lot of people because we were like a weird. I wouldn't say we were bullies, but like we were weird. We're like we are now today. But, like, this is how we are to each other, not random people. So this is how we were to, like, random people, and it was, you know, bullying and really mean to. And there's still people that won't talk to us and refuse to,
like did very ignorant shit for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, just to get a laugh. Like,
get
don't
that.
know, like,
Yeah, and you
very
know, like-
ignorant shit.
it's weird to think how much we've grown since high school, too. And obviously, like, hearing your story, like, you are not that person anymore. And I just think,
No.
He is Joseph Allen Brunker.
I just think it's awesome to see, like, the growth, like, in yourself and, like, how you can change and how it is possible to change. I
Yeah.
think that's awesome.
I did get burnt out on being a pastor, though. I was kind of
Yeah.
done with the politics of it all.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I'm going to believe in what I believe in, but I'm not going to, like, get so involved with all the politics.
I don't care if you're religious. I don't care what you believe in.
Yeah.
Don't push it off on me. And if it helps
I never
you,
push it off on people.
if
you
it
know,
helps
I
you
just-
sleep at night, good. Like, I'm happy for you.
I'm not necessarily super religious. I just had to find my own way, and that's what our EP is kind of about. Like I got really burnt out from the whole, because I don't know what God looks like fully. Because all of the people construe it and misconstrue it, and and you could be atheist, you could be whatever you want, but like I just don't know what he looks like fully because all I see is people's
Perspective.
and people's conveyance of him
Yeah.
with how they act. And that's what really burns me out. It's like you can't be light in a place that's fully toxic at certain points. And some churches are really like that. And they just spread hate and judgment into the world rather than actually just loving people, what the Bible actually said. It's
Yeah.
like love those, Like,
Yeah.
it's like, like.
It's like they're
You,
their own hypocrites, kind of.
100%.
Yeah, exactly, in a lot of points, and that's the really hard part for me because like I had friends in there, and some of them just like you could see them be indoctrinated more and more and become
Yeah.
more hypocritical, and you're
Yeah.
like, you were just doing that shit, you
Yeah.
know, and now you're like talking shit and you're hiding it under the surface because you do it every now and then.
Yeah.
Like it's not to hide everything and make everything taboo makes it more of a problem, which is why the Catholic priests have so much problem with all that crazy shit going on.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Yeah.
South
weird.
Park made an episode about it.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It's really fucked up what's going
That's
on.
how
because
bad it is.
when you make anything taboo, when you make anything a crime, like the war on drugs with governments, like if you,
Drugs won. Can we accept that? Drugs won. Let's legalize
just
them.
accept the drugs.
Let's legalize them. I want FDA approved Coke. All right. Let's make it happen.
Dispense that shit.
I couldn't imagine a world. You know what? No, I'm lying to myself. I could imagine a world to where I could go to Walmart and buy an 8-ball of cocaine.
Just go to Oregon.
It's been talked about. All right.
It's
All right, let's
on
move the podcast,
list.
guys.
So I don't know. It's wild though. Religion is. I love
It's beautiful. Like, it's cool to study all of it.
Hey,
all the time.
I love religion. I took religion classes in college. I just took a free class
I've
on
been to a
Hinduism.
mosque. Like, I went to a couple places.
Mosques
You
are
had to go to
crazy,
places, right?
yes.
In your class?
Yeah, they're crazy, and it's super fucking interesting. The thing that baffles me the most is the core part of every religion. It's basically all the same shit, but everyone's like, no, ours is different. It's different. Ours is better.
It's because different names.
Yeah,
and
they want to put their own spin on it. It's like, yeah, but you need to take that shit. That's human shit. That's problem.
So take out
Just
take out all the basic things that you can and live your life as best as you can for how you can.
Just
you know,
fucking,
and I suck at life sometimes. I fuck up all the time.
I fuck up every day.
Yeah, you know, like I hurt some people like in a way where I don't even know, you know, like you could say something wrong in a wrong way and like you could hurt them way worse than you thought you did.
Yeah.
You know, you could do things where you weren't intentionally like planning on hurting people. Everybody goes through those issues.
That was a big part of thing for me is, you know what, like there are certain things that I say and believe that are going to hurt other people, and it sucks, and I'm willing to have a conversation with those people to understand their point of view.
Yeah.
But I'm also not going to let my whole day get ruined because you didn't like something I had to say, and you don't want to talk about it. Educate me. I am more than welcome to be educated.
That's what I say.
I am fine with that.
Don't demean me. Educate me.
I was like, I have a bookstore right next to me. Let me go. I'll go do that.
Don't fucking call me an asshole and then talk shit to me on Facebook and then you know, oh nope, I don't want to talk to you about that. No,
the best relationships I've
gained. People just talk shit on Facebook.
100%.
Well, actually,
getting back to the whole social media issue, that's what
the
it
worst.
is.
The cool part is though,
the worst.
I made some good
people
friends.
People are just they're keyboard warriors. Okay.
It's the people who are the logicians and the ones who talk to me. Like, and actually have full-on conversation. Like, the lead singer of Lucky Boys Confusion, he, like, talks to me all the time, but, like, we haven't met yet. We know on Facebook, he knows my stances in certain areas, and we disagree on a lot, but we agree on a lot. And we realize that through conversation. It's the people who have conversation with you that show you articles, that show you things.
Yeah.
Those are the people that usually stick around on my Facebook, because I have a rotating door. They just leave. They leave. They're like, fuck you.
Yeah, people are ridiculous, dude.
I know.
And you know what? Like,
they get offended at one thing. They're like,
and you know what?
I'm like, it's memes,
People
guys.
are so sensitive.
People get married to their beliefs, and it's just like, it's not a good idea. Like, don't get married to something you.
Don't get married to a party.
Getting back to the whole, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't fucking care.
Not at all. Don't give a fuck.
Care.
Not one.
The worst.
It's the worst.
The worst.
I'm fine. I would be fine with getting married, but I'm also 27 and apparently haven't found the right one for me. So we'll decide at a later date when it's important to get the government involved in my relationships. But no, it's weird.
I definitely like, you know, like that's cool. That's cool. Like it's like government does have to get involved for licensing. That sucks.
It's super weird.
It sucks that they do.
Very weird.
Why that doesn't make sense.
No,
like why does the government involved with like
everything?
And I don't know. It's just like when government and church try to get involved in every area of it.
Well, there's no such thing as church and separation anymore. Like
there's no such thing,
and I think that's a big problem
it's
too.
a big lie. You know, like there should be total separation.
Yeah, I 100%. Because well, we need to vote for this guy because he's a good Christian man. That's not why you vote for someone. It's not. I'm sorry, but like Christians lie and do shitty stuff too. Just saying.
Muslims lie, do shitty stuff too.
Yeah.
Hindus lie, do shitty stuff too. Everybody lies, does shitty stuff too.
White people do, black people do, Mexicans do. Like
Exactly.
everybody does shitty things.
Everybody fucks up at some point in their life. That's why we're all flawed. But that's kind of the beauty of humanity. It's recovering and rebounding.
Yeah, it's all about the journey.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And you've been on a hell of a journey.
Yeah, dude. It's been crazy. It's been a crazy life. Yeah, and that definitely, like, I'm surprised because, like, I didn't, all the time, all the battles with depression, you guys talked about depression, it's just, like, I always, like, you know, struggle with it to a point where I start thinking about it again, you know, and I'm like, you know, what if my life was just done? It would be fine, you know, like,
Yeah.
there'd be one less sign on the street corner, you know, it's like, it doesn't, and, you know, it's a struggle, you know, I fight that thought every
day.
no matter how many people tell me, you know, I love the person that you've become, I love you, you know, like you're a great person, stick around. There's just that gnawing thought in your head, and it comes around and it hits you really hard.
Yeah.
And it's usually when you're alone and you can't really talk to anybody
Yeah.
at that time.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, it makes it even more of a penetrating thought.
Yep. 3 a.m. when no one's up and you don't want to be the burden and wake someone up.
Yeah, I know, exactly. And like, I'm glad I have those friends that actually do call at those times, and I'll talk to them through it, you know, like, and you know, but I never do, you know, it's
Yeah.
weird. But I'm glad my girlfriend's very open with me, like,
Yeah.
you know, we're very communicative. We just started dating like a couple months ago, but she's freaking awesome.
That's been a hard thing for me with relationships is I'm not
Communication's
a
great.
100%. Like
It's the key.
I communicate with Nick better than I communicate with any other human being in the world.
Yeah.
But like it is, for whatever reason, it is hard for me to translate that to other people.
I get
You know,
that.
it's hard. Communicating
Like
is
it'd be better
fucking
for
hard.
me to explain his problems to someone else than to him explain it.
Yeah, it's fucking hard. Communicating is hard, but it is. Since we've been doing this podcast, like you asked us how long we've been doing it, about 8 months. I can honestly say my communication skills have gotten better. We've been more open to change and just doing better things. And
Because you
We-
want to
we-
grow.
we
And
started
you guys
it-
obviously have grown because you told me about how you guys started.
Yeah, we
100%.
started out there on the couch making dead baby jokes and like
Whoops.
all types of
I made a
stuff.
punching baby thing.
no,
sorry.
I
like-
will.
I'm just kidding.
No, we
never
started it
forget
off,
your
like,
roots.
what was the other one? Like I
don't want to punch babies. I never wanted to punch babies.
Like
You cancel culture.
we started
You're the
off.
baby puncher.
Our whole thing was our whole starting idea was to catch people off guard right off the bat.
Yeah.
If you listen to a podcast and the first thing they're talking about is dead babies, and like I might listen. I'd listen to it.
It would
Like,
definitely- it would
they're
definitely be
interesting.
like,
they're
what the
already
fuck?
cracking vulgar jokes. Like I don't know. That was our whole
Vulgarity's
pitch
kinda
behind
fun.
it. Well, then
Yeah.
your mom starts listening to it, and your grandma listens to it, and it's just like, ooh, yeah, maybe that's not the route we should go. Like you kind of just like, yeah.
Yeah, and then
okay.
it just kind of slowly kind of got serious, and now we have like some actually really interesting people wanting to come on and like I'm interviewing people, and Nick's kind of sitting there in silence with a question every now and then.
Absolutely.
It's going very well.
You guys do very well. It's a very good dynamic we have here. And Paul. Yeah.
do not
No.
I added Paul. Sorry.
not do
Sorry.
that.
Hi,
No.
Paul.
do not do that. Do not do that. We only ridicule Paul here. We don't say nice things.
Okay. Hey. Fuck you, Paul.
There we go.
I'm just kidding. I'm
Fuck
just
you,
kidding.
Paul.
I was shaking the head because I was like saying no.
My man.
Damn.
So what are your guys'
Oh, hell no.
what are your guys' plans? I mean, obviously COVID is still kind of in a weird full swing.
Yeah.
So what are you guys like? What are you doing? Obviously recording an EP.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna try a music video very soon.
Yeah.
As well. We've
That'd be cool.
already talked to the guy. We just gotta find the right venue for it. And then what else we got?
We're gonna do that
that-
house of music thing.
Yeah, we got a weird show coming up. It's in March 25th at this school called House of Music in Orland. And
Okay.
they got a really nice little venue thing.
So is it like for kids or like
It's for
people to
all
come?
ages. All ages.
Yeah.
send us the date and if we have time we'll come.
Yeah, I mean they usually bring free beers too. Like and,
Say less.
Yeah, so I mean that's kind of cool.
Is that right off of LaGrange?
What?
That place you were
yeah.
talking about, right off LaGrange?
It's pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
So
think I
like,
know what you're talking about.
yeah, so like they we did a show with them a month and a half ago, and then my girlfriend did a show with them last week and released her music
That was
video.
fun.
Okay.
Yeah, and so like we decided like this my friend of mine was all like, hey, we're gonna do my girlfriend's apartment complex wants to do an event in Arizona. Can you live stream that event to Arizona? And so we're live streaming the concert to an apartment complex in Arizona.
That's
And
pretty dope.
That
I know.
That's actually
and
kinda
then we're,
cool.
And then we're gonna live stream, and apparently there might be another apartment complex that wants in on it. So it's kind of interesting. It's like weird.
So-
And then we're
we
gonna
get
do
the
a
weird-
live, and then we're gonna
weirdest
do a
offers.
live performance there, with people there, and then we're gonna do it on the House of Music page too. So it's just gonna like
We
be
get the
for
weirdest
everybody
offers.
who can. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been
that's
getting really weird offers lately, and I like it.
That's cool though. I think those are the type of stuff that like defines you though.
Yeah.
Like anybody, not everybody can get on stage. It's a bad analogy, but anybody like can like you can as a local band, you can find a promoter and you can get on stage. It might only be for 20 minutes, but like to do stuff like that, I think it's stuff like that that sets you apart and makes you a more desirable band, you know?
Yeah.
It's something to add to the portfolio. Like, hey, you remember that time?
It's fun.
It's an adventure.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
Exactly.
that'd be
It's like-
cool.
I know. I'm excited for it. Honestly, it's gonna be a fun time, and like I've known the guy for a few years, and he's a really cool guy. So like,
That's awesome.
yeah.
That was always my big problem is we dealt with a lot of douchey people in the music industry. So
Yeah, well, they're not even in the music industry.
Yeah,
The girlfriend just saw it, and she has to throw events every now and then. So she was all like, "Yeah, we'll have their band play." And then she heard my girlfriend play, and "Can we have their band play too?" Like, like they watched our Bunker show, and they were like, "Yes." And then
That's cool.
Then they watched my girlfriend's like new music video, and they were like, "Yes." Like, so,
that's cool.
yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, Luke played as a fill-in bassist on my girlfriend's show.
Nice.
Yeah, it was
Look at
pretty
you.
cool. Yeah, he can fill in anywhere. He's fucking magic fingers on that bass.
Could you fill in to Paul's vagina?
There's a couple fills.
We're gonna get you a business card. Fill in any hole. And
Fit
you got
in
a
any
hole
pipe.
need filling. I got you. Yeah.
That's awesome.
You fit them pipes, bro. You fit them pipes.
Yeah.
That's always, it's usually the vocalist that has the smallest penis and the bassist that has the biggest.
I'm content with mine. I'm not even gonna lie.
it gets
Like, not many people have had ever problems with it. Like, it's just, like,
It gets the job done.
ah, yes.
I ever tell you about the time I was in Florida? I was looking to get a tattoo on my leg. I was gonna get a ruler.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was $100 minimum at the tattoo shop. And I
Yeah.
figured, well, $100 for a 2-inch tattoo there ain't really worth it. There's no point in having more than 2 inches of a ruler on my leg.
What about that guy? You don't have that guy?
No.
That's an actual replica of Paul's dick.
Yeah. Because it's just so huge.
That's such a big dick.
Paul has the biggest dick.
Like, I thought I had a decent sized dick until I got dwarfed by this dick.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no,
It's humbling.
It's
Very humbling.
Holy fuck. Ron Jeremy's up in the room.
Yeah, that's Dr. Dildo.
It's got an elbow.
It also has a bite mark on it.
We have no clue where it came from.
Yeah, it's a story we don't know and we would love to hear.
Damn dog.
Please, someone tell us about the dildo.
I mean, we're pretty sure we know who it is, but he's never admitted to it.
There was only 2 places it was, and one of them was my house, and it was not me. So that only really leaves one other person. Not naming any names, but
This man also said he could suck his own penis, so.
Marilyn Manson. Oh, I know that guy. I'm just kidding.
Supposedly that wasn't true.
He's a douche.
100%.
What?
But, okay, this is...
I know it's not true. I know it's a lie.
This is...
But it was the biggest story through the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What are you laughing at, Paul? What are you laughing at? What did you do?
What happened to Marilyn Manson?
I didn't do nothing. Carry
I
on.
can go back and
Carry on.
watch it.
Wait, what do you suck your own dicks? Is that
No.
what we're like? Did you...
Anyway, the whole Marilyn Manson thing. I feel as if that was kind of like people should have known that was coming.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, he-
everybody's been saying that. Like, people should have just seen it. Yeah, I mean, kind of. Yeah, like, I mean,
Because when you get in a character
a lot of his
role
lyrics were very. Yeah, it's.
and you're
becomes you.
there so long, like you kind of become the person you're pretending to be. And like he's never really portrayed himself as a good person. And every time I've ever seen him, he was always really drugged up and horrible live. So like, I mean, he had some really good music in the 90s, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, let's be serious. Like, dude was kind of a dildo.
A little bit. But I
I'm
will
not
say
saying
he
come-
did have a nugget
Fuck
of.
off. What do you want?
He had a nugget of wisdom when I will say when he got interviewed on Bowling
Fuck
for
Marilyn Manson.
Columbine, that movie about Columbine. He got interviewed on there, and like they said, you were a big influence, is what everybody's saying, because
Yeah.
they were listening to you when they killed a bunch of people, and he goes, honestly, that's because nobody ever listened to them.
And it's
Like,
100%
and he was-
true.
And it was just like nobody ever heard them. Nobody ever heard their pleas. I would have listened to them. I would have, if you had a chance to sit with them and talk to them. He was like, I would have heard them out.
That's a weird thing when people blame shit on music and like video games.
I mean, it's an influence, but it's not the full spectrum. There's a lot more going on with people's lives, and they misinterpret and misconstrue things.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, you do have mental problems, like, and some, like, you hear people like Marilyn Manson talk about something, like you said, you can misinterpret what he's saying.
Mm-hmm. He could just be doing this. It's literally his performance, his gimmick. You know, and people should understand that, but a lot of people look too deep into it.
100%. And people like Marilyn Manson don't take it off. Like, when they're on stage, it's one thing to be that character. Marilyn Manson never turned that off. He became that person.
Yeah, he kind of just
like,
literally.
That's who he was.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and I mean, whatever punishment comes his way, he kind of deserves it. But it's like I think he deserves it, but at the same time, you should have seen it. You know, you should have seen the signs sometimes. And he had trouble years back, and people.
And they shrugged it off. Like, I'm pretty sure it was like the same type of allegations, but everybody was like, nah, it's Marilyn Manson. He would never do that.
Mm-hmm.
Really? Out of anyone, I feel like it would be Marilyn Manson. But I mean, that's the same thing. Like saying, like, well, you know, he's a Catholic priest. He would never touch a little kid, and Catholic preachers touch little kids. So I mean, you can't really judge a book by its cover. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Marilyn Manson is a great musician.
I look at him like that, you know. He's a pretty decent musician, but you know, I can't really I don't really care for him anymore after hearing all these things. But like, I mean, it's just like I hope he can get the help he needs in order to
absolutely,
because I don't believe that a person should just be condemned for life. I believe that there's restoration and growth,
100%,
whatever direction you can do, and if he can grow out of that, that would be fucking awesome.
I have always said, if you don't
and the trap singer, I would love him to grow out of that too. You know? But like,
if you don't believe a human being can change and you cancel them immediately, what the fuck is the point? Like, why are we even trying? Nobody can change then. We're all just...
Everybody's condemned to their own role in life, and that's what we are. And we can't be anything different.
Then you're failing yourself, by not believing that.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a weird thing to me, the whole cancel culture thing. I speak out against it as much as I possibly can, because I think it's fucking retarded.
It is, and a lot of people are like, no, it's not retarded. I was like, no, it really is, because like everybody should be able to say what they want, but at the same time, like I don't know. It's just like don't follow those people. You don't have to choose to follow those people if you don't like them. Yeah. You don't have to cancel them. Yeah. You just don't follow them. Other people like it. I
like to say that I also like women rapists and shit like that. 100% fuck those people. Like, I don't believe in. They can disappear off the face of the earth. But like, if you said something racist, if you're misogynistic, like, you can't change. But those people do. Like, they have to show growth.
Rapists? Yeah.
They
have to change. They have to change.
Rapists?
I mean, yeah.
I don't know about rapists.
I saw one dude change. Okay, so there's a dude called Son of Sam.
David Bakowitz.
Yeah. He changed into the Son of Hope after he became, and now he denied parole. He denied parole and said his mission was helping people out in there. And he's actually changed a bunch of people there, and they've never gone back to jail after they got out. Which, I mean, that's like, I mean, yeah, it's horrible. He was, you know, like,
people can change. Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna,
it's good that he's still in there.
Honestly. If you're gonna apply the logic that people can change, then yes, you should believe that everybody can change.
Yeah, but it's still tough. You know, you've got to watch them. You know, like like people watched me after I was like a drug addict, and like everybody questioned me for years, and even my girlfriend sometimes is like, oh, you had a scar on your hand, and I'm like, it's not track marks, don't worry.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that shit.
Yeah, it's definitely an upward battle.
Yeah.
That whole son of Sam thing. He's a weird human being to me to begin with.
Weird. Yeah.
Super weird.
Definitely.
I was telling you about that.
I don't even know who that is.
He's the dude who said the neighbor's dog. He said that the dog told him to kill people. Yeah, like he talked to the dog. He was always. I was looking into him and like how he's like a pastor now in prison.
It's crazy.
Yeah. But then when it comes to people like that, I feel as if some of those people are so fucking smart that they know how to play the system.
I just think it's the fact that he denied his chance for parole. Like, he denied that.
I'm kind of wondering if he has it like so good in jail though.
He might have it really good. He might have people worshiping him.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And he could be training them to be stealthier with killing.
And
you never know. That could make a movie. Let's make a movie, guys. I'm just kidding.
The Children of Sam. fucking get your boy on. I'm ready. Let's write this shit.
Let's do this.
But no, and that's always a weird thing too, because like, are they pretending to be better just so they can do it again later? Or I don't know, man. I don't have the answers. This is not a topic for us to talk about.
I know. Let's stop talking about serial killers.
No. But
I know exactly. There's always that suspicion that the person will never change from their root.
Yeah.
And there are some people who pretend it really well and play
Yeah.
that game really well. So
Yeah.
he may still be playing a game.
Yeah, and some people have relapses too, but as long as you continue to try every day, and that's kind of what I've forced down his throat, is you have to try every day to just be a better person.
Yeah, but someone to like, I don't know, relapse and do drugs or relapse and
Murder and rape
some
people.
little girl, like, I don't know, it's kind of a
That's a big difference. That's a big
like,
difference.
It's a
how
very
you
big
relapse
difference.
sometimes.
Oh,
like,
honestly, if I ever caught someone, I caught someone in high school. Me and my friends trying to rape someone. We beat the shit out
you
of
should
them
probably
right there.
reword that.
Yeah, it sounded weird.
I caught someone trying to rape someone.
Yes, that
There
sounds
you
better.
go.
Because the way you said it, you said me and my friends.
Caught someone trying to rape someone.
It sounded
We'll
weird.
play it back
It
later
sounded-
for you.
Yeah,
It
play it
sounded
back
like
later.
you and your friends rape someone.
Oh my gosh, that would be horrible. No. We were smoking in the corner by the pool of the backyard, and then they were off by the fire pit. But then we heard sounds on the other side, and it was like stop, like all this stuff. And she was drunk as fuck. I could hear it, And the dude was like, we knew the dude all from high school. And we all just beat the shit out of him. Beat the ever-living shit out of him. We had a little baseball bat. We were like, fuck you.
A bludgeon?
Yeah, we bludgeoned him. And if I ever see that again, I would probably do the same thing. But at the
100%.
same time, it's like, I believe that sometimes people can change,
Oh,
but
yeah.
not all people can.
They also have to want to change.
Exactly.
And they have to have the proper.
You have to be.
Sometimes it takes
you
a
have to have
very
the proper
serious,
tutelage.
like, I don't know.
A lot
Maybe
of
that
mental
ass beating is what it took. Yeah.
Well, I've seen the guy since, and he's doing a lot better with his life. So that's a good thing at least.
Yeah. Well, that's why I joke around about it a lot, because people always ask us, like, well, how far do you want to get with the podcast? How far do you want to go?
Yeah.
And, my response is always, I want to get big enough to where people accuse me of, sexual allegations.
Yeah.
And people laugh, and they're like, that's kind of weird, but it's like, yes and no, but, you got to understand, people who get that stuff, they made it. They don't have to worry day to day.
Like, you're
And
big.
second
You're big
of
at
all,
that point.
the people
And
who...
a lot of people, not all people, a lot of people do cry wolf.
Oh, 100%. Well, and that's the thing is,
And they've been caught.
my friends know, and the people in the, I have a lot of friends that are females, and they know.
But I wait
for
until it's proven
goddamn
to
sure.
say that it's wrong.
Yeah,
I wait until I don't try to be a judge or a jury because of that, because honestly, I'm like, all right, it's an allegation,
Yeah.
But if it's proven wrong, then it's like, fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
She deserves a felony.
My
Like-
the people who I surround myself with have seen me in situations where I've helped people, women that are way too fucked up, and made sure that they were okay.
Exactly. You
And
always
that's all
gotta
that matters to me. I don't care what the public thinks about me. I wouldn't be who I am today if I cared what other people thought of me.
Exactly. It's like,
But
I don't
again,
give a fuck.
at the same time, like you said, once that allegation is out there, though, the court of public is just, you're done.
you're
That self-doubt is always in the back of everyone's head.
and
all the time.
with the whole Johnny Depp thing, it's like
that's a weird one.
Yeah, that's a freaking crazy one. And
That's a
it's like-
really weird one because it's proven that he did nothing, and he's still getting canceled from movies.
But
and
he's
it's
Pirates
proven-
of the Caribbean was like, fuck that, we're having him back.
Did they?
Yeah,
I
pretty sure
fucking
they took
hope
him
so.
back.
And that woman, it's proven that she beat the fuck out of him, and she's still getting movie roles. That's a weird double fucking standard
She's still
to me.
doing
that
Aquaman, and I know it's.
I'm not okay with that. First of all, I'm all for feminism, and guess what feminism means? Equality. Amber Heard, get the fuck out. You're done.
Yeah, you should be canceled.
Yeah,
Like-
that's how that works. That Me Too movement isn't a one-way street. All right, let's open that bitch up. It's a two-way street now. Women can get canceled too. So I think the four of us as men, we need to start an Us Too movement.
No way. I'm not getting behind that.
Yeah,
I've already
you know
got too
what?
much controversy for being
You know what?
libertarian.
You're right.
An
You're
us
right.
too and a me too.
You're right. That's a bad idea because you know what? Then they'd be like, they're men trying to take it away. It just wouldn't work. We're gonna scrap the idea. Never mind.
It was a great shot.
You know what?
We're getting canceled.
My heart.
worst.
my heart was
Years
there.
down the road when you guys have like millions of fucking followers, it's gonna be like,
This
hey, remember that
episode.
one episode? Like,
My
fuck
fucking
those
heart.
guys.
Look, man, I'm just saying, there's some men out there that've gotten taken advantage of, and I feel for you. And
Yeah.
you know what? Me too.
Wow.
There have been a lot of men who've been taken advantage of too. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy to think about. Like, it's weird.
And that's fucked up to think about too, because you can like, oh, if a woman gets fucked up, it's like, oh damn, like a woman got fucked up. And
But if a
guy
guy
gets
cries
fucked
about
up,
it,
you're
he's
like,
weak. He's a
the
pussy ass bitch, like or something like that.
yeah, I know it's weird. It's a weird standard.
Yeah. It's interesting. The world is cool. Like, I mean, it's chaotic. And,
As fuck.
but you know, I've learned to embrace the life that I have in it. You know, and I took my mind off of like all the politics of Facebook lately. You know, because I was pretty intense about libertarianism because I like the fact of third parties in general. You know, because I want the duopoly to break because all they do is fight like little fucking kids.
Yeah.
Like literally, that's all I want to do. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, we've had to.
So I stepped off of political because I just don't really care for it anymore. It's too much stress on my mind that's unneeded and unwarranted.
We got pretty political for a while, and it basically got to the point where we were like, all right, you know what? This is doing nothing for us. Like, it's just.
It just makes me stressed.
Yeah,
and
and
angry.
angry.
And I don't
Yep.
want to. I don't want people to. I don't want to dislike people just because like of political
Yeah.
stances, and a lot of people do that, and it gets sad.
Yeah.
It's sad to watch because I still like a person up until they give me a reason and they start calling me names and belittling me. Then
Yeah.
I don't really care for them anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm already trying to find reasons to be happy, not to also make myself more sad. Like,
Exactly.
I don't need
Why?
politics. It
Yeah.
makes me sad. I don't want it.
That's why
Exactly.
we made the switch. And we were like, you know what, dude? We're just gonna start inviting like artist people on, like our friends that like are musicians and into bands, because you know what, art means more than politics. to you.
Exactly. And that's where I've started to like find the beauty in it. It's like I've been chasing my dream like hard as I can, you know, the past few months, and we've been seeing great things come from it and meeting really cool motherfuckers. You know, like so.
You know, we are pretty fucking cool. Pat
Yeah.
myself in the
You
back.
guys are all cool.
It is fun, and like this environment is fun because it's non-judgmental. Like we just had a really controversial conversation, but like
Really?
we may not have all really, but we may not have all agreed on it. But
It was controversial?
the whole rapist and Me Too thing,
That was nuts.
it's a little controversial. Some people have problems with that, but again, look, like
But like we didn't really like. There's no.
all
We
friends,
condemn the bad actions.
Yeah.
Like that's what you do. You condemn bad actions.
some people find that controversial still.
Yeah,
People have really weird opinions
I know.
on
know.
social media.
I know. And then they
And
try.
what is social media?
Bullshit.
The worst.
The worst. That was great. That was great.
And bullshit.
He's got another word to the worst. Bullshit and
Bullshit.
worst.
No, it is.
Bullshit is the worst.
It is. It's seriously.
It is. It's wild. It's a weird time to be alive, but I'm really glad that you guys are out here holding signs and writing music, because you guys are very good. You guys definitely have a talent. You guys are
Thank you.
slowly reaching your sound, and once your sound hits, like, and you guys find out what works for you, it's gonna click and you're gonna take off. Just keep holding those fucking signs up.
It's fucking going, man. Like, people are really starting to, like, talk to us. I was standing on a street corner. Dude brought me up a bag of drumsticks. He runs a fucking music school, and he walked up to me on the corner and gave me a bag of drumsticks. Give this to your drummer.
Yeah. Well, it
And I
shows
was
how
like-
fucking passionate
like,
you are
it's
about what
crazy.
you're doing, too.
Yeah.
Like, if you're willing to stand outside with a fucking sign in the cold, you know what? That motherfucker's probably super interesting, and he probably really cares what he's doing.
It's like someone that walks to work that doesn't have a car. He
Yeah.
really wants a job.
He really wants to
He
work.
really wants to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I would hire someone like that. Hey,
And, like, when my car's broken down, I've walked, the most I walked was 30 miles. Like, and it was, like, one time to work, and I
Yeah,
never
fuck
went
that.
back.
I wouldn't do that.
I just
don't-
love walking.
I don't want to work that bad.
I can walk like crazy. I can walk like crazy. Like, I don't know.
Hyper-ass.
I'm like fucking. I'm like, yeah. I can go forever. Like, I'm a fucking Energizer bunny.
You're like Lance Armstrong, but without a bike.
Yeah. Basically. Well, no, I rode a bike. I bought a bike one day, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm going to ride it to the city. And I rode it all the way to Chicago in the night.
They have bike trails, though, from where you live to the city, don't they?
Well, it goes to Bellwood, which is ghetto as hell. And I got there at 9 at night. So I was like, and then I'm riding down like Main Street in Cicero. People are looking at me all fucking weird. I'm in a fucking TikTok. You got a bunch of gangsters out. And I'm like, what's up? And I ride by them, and they're like,
the fuck is this white kid doing?
and like they got
Should we
so
shoot him or should we not?
They got they
Is he on our turf?
They
Like,
literally got so thrown off by the fact that I'd say hi to them, and they were like, so.
Is this a cop? Is this a cop?
Cop for sure.
Definitely a cop. But no, I know
He's
you,
a plant.
you guys have quite a journey home. We're about an hour 30 in. No, thank you guys for coming on here. That was a lot of fun.
That was hella fun.
Yeah.
That was
Absolutely.
cool as shit.
Yeah, if you guys ever need any like promotion, you want to come on here and talk about anything you're releasing,
Dude, we'd be totally glad. We've got a lot coming out soon.
let us know. We'll help you out as much as we can.
Right the hell on. Yeah, we'll vice versa. It's like this is a world of people who are all just trying to make it in what they love, you know.
Yeah.
And you guys are doing a great thing right here. This is a cool podcast,
Yeah,
you
it's
know.
pretty
Like,
cool.
you guys go
Trying.
It's no holds barred, you know.
Yeah,
It's,
100%.
That's what's fun about it.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know. I like that shit.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. So on that note, bud,
Go on, get.
peace.
Peace. That was
Peace.
cool.
Oh.
Oh.